Monthly Astrological Forecast. June 2026 life is an ever-evolving, ever-transforming landscape, a kaleidoscope of experiences in constant motion. Moments and thoughts. Change is constant, whether we want it or not, and even if we don't always like it, it seems important to welcome it with greater willingness in order to reduce resistance and friction in life. It seems that the more we resist or try to cling to what we know or desire, the more it slips through our fingers. Accepting the constancy of change can sometimes be hard to digest, but intuitively we know we can sense the value of living with greater awareness and willingness within the ebb and flow. We have to admit that recently the pace of change has been intense, and at times it has felt almost too overwhelming to breathe, let alone serenely accept the process. It's been as if the rug has been pulled out from under our feet, and nothing seems as it was before. As we find ourselves facing one challenge after another, we may feel powerless, overwhelmed, and confused. But if we take a moment to breathe deeply, we shift from bewilderment to acceptance. Of course, this doesn't change the outcome, but the way we feel and react can have a profound effect on the body, mind, and soul, so it's important that each of us tries to find a way to feel more centered and balanced. In many ways, being balanced or centered doesn't depend so much on what we do, but on how we feel. Sometimes, it's necessary to step away from the noise and incessant distractions of modern life to reconnect with the simpler things. When we are willing and open-minded, we can perceive life beyond the obvious and feel the power of the hidden. It's similar to those thin places where the distance between the physical world and something deeper seems minimal and somehow more tangible. A thin place is a spot where we feel calm, fully present, and connected to something far greater than ourselves. It might be a place of worship, but for many it can be a place in nature, an old building, or a location that speaks to us. Being in such spaces can bring a sense of connection or peace, but it can also lead to deeper knowing and the ability to ride the ebb and flow of change with wisdom and grace. It's difficult to explain and describe a thin place in words, but these places are everywhere. We just need to know how to see them. It could be standing by the sea, sitting in a silent forest, or being in a special building. However, it's not just about the place itself. It's something more. It's the feeling we have there, as if time slows down, the mind quiets, and everything suddenly takes on more meaning, while the chatter and distractions of life fade away. It's as if the world suddenly lightens and the distance between us and everything else grows thinner. We have all experienced such places, where we felt calm and quiet inside, and connected to everything. It's as if the universe suddenly lights up, and we can glimpse our place within it. Some believe that thin places are where the veil between Earth and the spiritual world grows thin, but they're hard to define precisely, since it's a feeling and a state of being. When we allow ourselves time to breathe and connect with ourselves, somehow we feel larger, stronger, and wiser. Of course, it takes courage to breathe deeply when life seems so chaotic and turbulent, but it's only when we stop that we notice the spaces between the spaces, and the twisting, turning world has less impact, allowing us to make the most of every single moment. This is a time of compassion and love. It's a time to pause, breathe, and reflect, but also to offer a helping hand or a listening ear, reaching out to others and feeling the true power of connection. Yet there is no should, no pressure, no expectation. Only the willingness to listen to the inner world that guides us, trusting that the rest will follow. Some of us may want to offer support to others. Others may need to do the same for themselves. There is no right or wrong, only the willingness to be present in life. We all wear masks and facades. We all try to be the person we feel we have to be or are expected to be. But until we are able to be ourselves, we will continue to feel that ebb and flow intensely. Letting go of expectations takes strength, and being willing to let our uniqueness shine takes courage. But we find ourselves in a time of great change and possibility, and the more we turn toward this, the more we begin to feel whole. When we consciously enter those thin places, it's as if time slows down, yet at the same time speeds up. Different worlds collide, new possibilities emerge, and a new awareness awakens. So, seek time to connect, pause, and recharge. This is a favorable time to step out of autopilot, reminding ourselves of life's moments of magic and wonder. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by difficulties, but even just a few moments of mindful connection can illuminate a new way of living and being that helps us let go of the superfluous, while becoming so much more in the process. Of course, being able to expand and contract at the same time may seem contradictory, but that's life. By listening more closely to the world's breath and consciously connecting to life, we begin to inhale and exhale more deeply than ever, sensing the magic and feeling inspired by the infinite possibilities that surround us and are within us. Let us remember that we all have potential, we all have gifts, and we all matter. Life rarely goes as we expect it to, but we must try to use these experiences to learn, evolve, and grow. Evolution is not an easy path, and it's a pity there's no instruction manual. Life is not painting by numbers, nor is it a quest for perfection. It is the willingness to show up, stumble, make mistakes, laugh, and be vulnerable. Strength comes from being sincere and authentic, embracing life exactly as it is. That doesn't mean we shouldn't have goals or dreams, but simply that we are aware of where we are now. The more people are willing to consciously join the reconnection revolution, the more illuminated the path ahead will become. For now, and as always, I wish you all kinds of wonderful things. With love, Sarah Jane. Sananda. You are on the path you have created. I am Sananda, and this time I have come to be with you, in these times of change that you are experiencing. These moments that you have all been waiting for, that you have worked for, life after life after life. Here you are, at this moment when everything is about to change. We know we often repeat it. Change is at the door. It is here. But the changes taking place are still only visible to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Know, however, that more and more people possess these eyes and ears, so change is happening rapidly, if you know what to look for. My friends, brothers and sisters, trust. Continue to trust that the plan will unfold. Everything is predestined. You are all part of this destiny. Each of you is destined to be an instrument of change, in whatever way you are called to do so. Everyone has their own path to follow. You have your path, your family has theirs, your friends have theirs, your acquaintances have theirs. Everyone has their own path to follow. It is not up to any of you to help change others' paths, just as you would not want others to change yours. Know that, as you go through each day, each moment, you are walking the path you have created for yourselves. No one else created it for you. You are the only ones responsible for the path you are following, and whether you are indeed following the path you chose for yourselves. But know that even if you find yourself in a somewhat winding situation, you will always find guidance to find your way back. You all have this guidance within your higher self, your divine self. There are many guides working with each of you. You are never, ever alone in this. Know this. Know that even when you are on the other side of the door, of that threshold, in the 3D matrix, even then everything conspires to help you cross to the other side, more and more fully. The universe is there to provide for you, if you allow it. But know also that you are that universe, and the universe is you. You are God and God is you. So know, have faith, believe that you will create exactly what you are destined to create. I am Sananda, and I now leave you in peace, love, and unity, so that you may continue to live every single moment of your life, finding joy in that moment, because it is there for those who wish to feel it. Ascending souls, concluding chapters Lightworker starseeds may feel overly emotional, as many aspects of the previous self are now coming to an end. Closing the chapters of past life that no longer serve the higher purpose. From 2020 to 2025, ascending souls experienced a strong emphasis and representation of duality within themselves and in the world. The month of June each year will always serve as a month of catalytic action. This June 2026 will define the theme for the next 2 months of the year. The planetary energy over the coming months will activate higher vibrational frequencies, which will rise into collective intuitive awakening. The planet will experience profound shifts in polarity, paradigms, self-discoveries, and global revelations. On the 6th, a universal portal of love activation will open, and activations in polarity structures will begin. There will be an illumination of truth and a marked distinction between separation and low consciousness. The Great Divide widens as a large number of unexpected events may strike the Earth. This symbolizes a global breakdown and a broader collective awakening. 5D consciousness in those who choose ascension will find unique ways to bring innovation and justice to the world, and plans for a new global era will come to fruition. The world's collective consciousness is now officially split in two. The shift to 5D has affected many of those who are ascending mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Our entire solar system has entered a dense cloud of energy that raises the vibration of every particle it contacts. This sacred cosmic energy elevates the consciousness level of all ascending beings, including our beloved Earth. We are witnessing our metamorphosis into metaphysical beings of light, as Mother Gaia continues her transition into 5D realities. Ascension will see an increase in global love, peace, truth, and knowledge on this planet, as beings of darkness and negative energy will no longer survive or act as they once did in this realm of higher consciousness within the new Earth energy. On the ascension path, sometimes it becomes necessary to let everything fall apart, to stop clinging to a life that no longer serves your highest good, and to instead trust that everything will work out, even better than you could have imagined. This may be a difficult period for some individuals with strong ascending sensitivity, as confusion, fear, and uncertainty may dominate their inner thoughts. It is a unique opportunity to embrace the darkness and uncertainty that inevitably accompany profound inner change. There is great inner strength in letting go and starting over. For a period, it may feel like traversing a dark tunnel that ultimately leads to the light of higher potential and possibility. Ascending light beings are increasingly recognizing their innate power and potential as individuals. It is time to break free from the negative chains that have kept us all bound and enslaved, and to take the necessary steps to claim all that is rightfully ours by divine right, while remaining faithful and sovereign to the higher planetary purpose. June's Ascension theme also focuses on reclaiming one's innate inner power and accepting reality as it is. Fear is being purified and released for the quantum leap into higher realms of faith, to seize the opportunities and blessings that the new Earth energies are offering. With abundant energy available at this time, those who are ascending will bring strength and balance into their lives as they strive to reach their highest potential, trusting that the universe fully supports the creative process underway. In the age of Aquarius, freeing the self involves understanding that perceived limitations were only notions, ideas based on false beliefs, not actual constraints. By embracing the infinite possibilities of a self, the boundless joy and extraordinary miracles that characterize it, the ascending self can transform reality to fit the new mindful mindset and shape life according to one's beliefs. The new Earth energy promotes the ability to look beyond appearances and not be deceived by the physical world. Success in the spiritual realm holds the highest value and significance in every area of life. The path to a new version of oneself goes far beyond acquiring wealth and material possessions. Rather, it is about elevating one's consciousness. This heightened awareness will inspire ideas and insights. By investing time and energy in experiences that enrich life, you connect and align with the mindful path to manifest purpose and aspirations. Gratitude accelerates manifestation by aligning you with the energy of receiving. It amplifies your power and opens up possibilities, because everything is energy and vibration. Embodying gratitude places you at a higher vibrational frequency, where everything becomes achievable. At a higher level, you are invoking the ancient language of light to activate the crystalline heart and the expression of divine DNA. Through these pure and unique light codes of divinity and ascension, an inner higher activation occurs, completely transforming the blueprint system. In loving and devoted service to ascension, brought to you by the Ascension Lightworkers. Galactic message: the higher soul collective beyond the personality, beyond the body, and beyond the limits of a single life. There exists a deeper aspect of your being known as the universal soul. The universal soul is a vast supernetwork of consciousness that contains every incarnation connected to your evolutionary path. What humanity often perceives as past lives, future lives, and parallel lives are all expressions of the same universal soul exploring itself through countless perspectives. From the universal soul's perspective, time is not experienced linearly. All incarnations exist simultaneously in an eternal present moment. While your human awareness may be focused on a single lifetime, the universal soul remains aware of every experience unfolding within its collective consciousness field. Every challenge overcome, every lesson learned, and every act of love contributes to the growth of the entire universal soul collective. Not all of your higher soul's incarnations are human. Consciousness evolves through multiple forms of expression. Some aspects of your higher soul may have lived as animals, bringing unique perspectives on instinct, harmony, and connection with nature. Other aspects may exist within advanced extraterrestrial civilizations, while still others may function as interdimensional beings operating beyond the limits of physical reality. Many spiritually awakened individuals are beginning to perceive these deeper connections. This is because certain advanced civilizations are fully aware of their human counterparts within the higher soul collective. Before incarnation, soul-level agreements are often made whereby these advanced aspects assist their human expressions during key phases of awakening and evolution. This assistance rarely manifests through direct intervention. More often, it expresses itself through intuition, synchronicity, dreams, inspiration, energetic activations, and profound moments of remembrance. The purpose is not to save humanity, but to help individuals remember the deeper truth of who they are. You are not an isolated consciousness navigating the universe alone. You are a single expression of a magnificent higher collective soul that spans worlds, dimensions, species, and timelines. As your awareness expands, you gradually remember that the wisdom, guidance, and love you seek have always existed within the larger family of consciousness that you truly are. One who serves and Shoshanna. Incarnations Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om, Om. Greetings to you, one who serves, OWS. Shoshanna is here, and we are ready to assist with any questions you may have. Would there be questions here? Member yes, I have a question. My cat loves to sit where I sit to meditate, and then likes to stay there for a long time. I was wondering if he does this to absorb my energy, to amplify it, or a combination of both purposes. OWS, the combination is correct. The one you are speaking of is a higher level being in their own right, and it is not for you to worry about whether this being is doing what they are doing to meet your needs or to help guide you. They are certainly drawn to the vibration you are creating in that space where you sit. That is what we would say. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add? Shoshanna, we did not. OWS, would there be any other questions to ask? Member, I have a question. I've heard that during this incarnation, there are many ascended masters and various beings who have incarnated for this period. Can you confirm this? OWS, we will tell you that you are certainly on the right track with this. Yes, there are many of those you call the ascended ones who are here in body, who are preparing, one might say, for the great change that is coming, and they're here to assist and guide. And there are also many of those we might call galactic brothers and sisters, who are here, some in human form, others offering their assistance aboard their ships, and so on. So, we can say that many are preparing for the great changes that are coming. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add? Shoshanna, we do not, but we agree. OWS, would there be any other questions? Member, yes, I have a question. A quick question that you probably won't want to answer. But I wanted to ask, regarding preparations in our homes and such for whatever is coming, EBS or otherwise. Will we consider July 4th as a big celebration, with announcements and such? I mean, I know maybe you're not supposed to give timing, but I have to ask, so I'm asking. OWS, well, you have asked, and we will answer exactly as you expected. We cannot provide specific timing, but we can tell you that all of this is still unfolding. All of this is still in progress here, so that is what we would say. Shoshanna? Shoshanna, well, may we add something? We would like to ask you a question. What would you expect to hear from this communication? Remember, I asked this question because of my age and my husband's age, and how we manage to survive. I have to make decisions about what to wear, when to move money, when to withdraw it, and things like that. And I'm starting to worry that I might be waiting too long. But so be it. Shoshanna, so, you hope to receive instructions? Remember, yes, I hope for a warning. You know, like, should I withdraw the money now? Shoshanna, yes. Well, your thought process, as you will see, is rooted in fear. So you must decide to move beyond your fear, to go beyond it. Do you understand? The answers you seek cannot be given in a fearful mind. Do you understand? So you must relax and listen to your heart to do what you need to do without worrying about who might tell you that you did wrong. When we live in fear and worry about being criticized, we cannot follow our hearts. Does that make sense to you, sister? So do not give credit to those who criticize you. Do not give credit to the ego that traps you in fear, but try to know the answer through your heart. Namaste. OWS, very well. Do you have other questions? Member, yes. I had a question regarding data centers. AI data centers that the deep state and engineers are building. A tremendous amount of water, billions of gallons, is being diverted from the Rio Grande River and elsewhere to power these data centers they're building for AI, for example in New Mexico, El Paso, and other places. I'm wondering if humanity will be able to stop all this? We don't want to be overtaken by AI and have all our water resources depleted to serve these things, like asking residents of Northern California who will no longer have electricity starting next year due to water resource depletion. Could you help shed some light on this? OWS, we will do so in terms of timelines. The splitting of timelines, in the sense that if you are one of those who want to be on that timeline you are speaking of, then you could be. But if you do not want to be on that timeline, then do exactly as Shoshanna just said. Do not succumb to fear. Be in your heart center, not in your chakra associated with ego and fear and all that is associated with that, and this will help you step out of the matrix. And you will find that the new creation, the new earth, is there for you and for all who are ready to be on that new earth. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add? Shoshanna, well, if we may, we will also add our perspective. In the third dimension, disaster creates innovation. That is how it works. It's a strange thing. Duality is a strange thing. When there are disasters on your planet, human beings come together to find solutions. It has always been this way, and the solutions will improve life, make it easier. Do you understand? So we tell you that you must think about this. Your planet, we will say, is composed of 80% water. There is water everywhere, and not that we wish for your lakes and rivers to be drained or diverted so that others cannot have water, but we will say that innovations are coming. Innovations are coming to increase water and water usage on your planet. In other ways, on your planet there is an invention that has been working for decades called desalination. Do you understand? We know of this invention, and it could become operational to serve those who cannot have the water they are accustomed to, and there are other inventions and other diversion techniques occurring right now. These are inventions that humanity has known about for a very long time, and they will be made public when the consciousness of those who wish to control the planet relinquishes their greed. Do you understand? And when that happens and the need is great, water will flow. So do not worry about the information being provided, such as that there will be no more water. That is quite ridiculous, given that you are a water planet. We must say, and we would like to add, how many times and from how many different sources have we stated that the light has already won? This should be enough to fully understand the answer to your question, and we will say that the truth about AI is twofold. There are those who would use it for evil, and those who would use it for good. It is a tool of duality, just like all tools of duality here in this three-dimensional reality. So you can use your love, your kindness, your compassion, your prayers to align with that which is good here. Namaste. OWS very well. We must release the channel now. Shoshanna, do you have a closing message? Shoshanna, we only tell you to have trust and keep your faith alive, because everything will be all right. Namaste. OWS yes, and we reiterate, let go of any fear you associate with this. It is not real. It is only in your head, one might say, not in your heart. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.